Hey, welcome back to Star Gaming. Wanted to do another video. Um, so nothing really major, but just wanted to talk about a couple small little things. So one thing is to check out Marco Polo. Now, recently, in the last probably year or so, now he has a option here to watch a video, and you'll get a little thing there, which is really nice. And then now you can trade these units instead of the. I think originally it was all crowns, and then later it was these red jewels, things like that. But now it has its own thing, which is nice, and you can accumulate these at a reasonable rate versus the other ones are a little trickier to get. I really never trade with him, but I think I could. It's something that I could work on. Let's see. The other thing to consider if you're in an alliance is the parliament. This is tricky because you have to have a bunch of people to really help out to do it. Like that's 7,500 just to do one vote, basically, or a research point, and you need 750 of those, and you'll see that they gradually get harder. So I think they were talking about. I think they were talking about this one. Is what they've been working on, which is fine. You definitely want to be working with them, with your other teammates, so you're not all spread out all over the place, and then nothing's really helping out. So I'm gonna do some of these right now, and helps your alliance. Okay, unlocks alliance speed ups for buildings. Speed up time per assist is set as 5 minutes. Oh, okay. So I can actually highlight that. Perfect. So then everybody. Oh, see, I didn't know that. That you can highlight that. So then when you go back, they all know what to work on. Perfect. I like that. And then you have a bunch of other areas which will help. Initially, we were working on education because it makes things cost less. But like I said, everything's really expensive. Now, the other thing that's come up is how do you know when you're ready to go to the next age? I think that's one of the very exciting things about this game is that you're going through ages, you're going through history, and you might sit in an age for several months and say, am I ready to go to the next age? What should I be aware of? Am I going too soon, or did I take forever? There's several answers to that. I would say the first one is how much do you enjoy the age that you're in? There's no reason to rush if you're really, really enjoying your age. You're taking the time to work on the library. You're taking the time to work at the university. You're seeing a lot of new things come about. An example is when you first start seeing tanks or when you first start seeing planes. You might want to just sit there and max those out, use them a ton, work on your economy type things, but really focus on those new things that you have, right? But there does come a time where you get a little bored and you're kind of like, okay, I think I have everything kind of where I want it to be. I want to go to the next age. What do I do? So you click the city hall and you would see this thing down here. So my next one is space age. I'm going to click it. And it tells you how it's going to increase your hit points. I'm not Japanese, so there's damage per second there. The storage, the defender type, how many defenders, yada yada. And then it'll tell you all the new things that you get. Now, all this stuff here that is free has changed. Several years ago, you wouldn't win anything new. They would give you a, what is it called? It was basically they would give you like this bag of goods, and that was it. It looks like here they're going to give you free troops for going to the next age, which is awesome. I think that is a really, really good thing and smart thing for them to do, because these are all going to be one-time use only. So it's not like they're giving you a leg up over everybody else in the game. They're just giving you kind of like a prize for leveling up. I remember back when they would give you like, I don't know, 50,000 gold, 50,000 food, which really didn't do nothing. They might still do that. It's been a while since I've gone up through another age. Sorry, the other thing that I noticed too is you need a certain amount of XP to level up. The way to get XP is by leveling up your everything, I think, outside of walls. So if you level up, like let's see here, I'm going to upgrade my mercenary camp. My XP reward would be 3,950 points. The higher level the building is, the higher or the more you get for XP. So I still have a ways to go. I do like this age. There's nothing wrong with it. But it also tells me that I have a lot more to upgrade, which is fine. It's going to take me a while to get to 220, I think was the number. I'm thinking it's probably going to take me probably another 3 months, maybe less if I really kind of focus on that. But it's going to take a while. Now, there's some people that think that you should level up everything in the game, or pretty much everything, other than the research technologies, but level up everything in the game before you go to the next age. I kind of agree with that. I do agree that you want to be ready for the next age, because once you level up, you're going to be paired up with people that are one age further up than your current set right now. So right now I can be attacked by, I believe, people that are one age above me or two. I should have researched that. But I know people one age above you 100% can attack you. I think people in your age and then the people in one age below you. Those are the three ages that you'll get paired up with. Now, if I were to move up one more age, then the age above that one would be able to attack me too. And there's a really big difference between one age and another. Might not seem it. If they're kind of like in the middle or they just started that age. But once you're pretty far along in the new age, you're going to be way stronger than the people in the age behind you. So that's another reason why you might hesitate a little bit of moving up, is you don't want to be the weakest guy in the new age. And that's why a lot of people recommend leveling everything up. I will say yes and no. This is a game that's not as much so like Clash of Clans and things like that, where it's all about attacking and defending. There's a lot of economy, there's a lot of like strategy, like there's a lot of other things going on. So I would say try to max out relative to your strength, relative to your goal. So if your goal is to be the best attacker in the game, yes, before you go to the next age, level up all your attacking units and things like that and max those out. And then keep your defenses consistent. Meaning if all your walls are level 6, all your towers are level 1 or level 2, whatever it is, you have them all be the same level. But you don't have to max everything out. Because believe me, every age you're going to actually unlock more buildings, and then you're going to have to level those up. So if you're sitting around waiting to level everything up, once you get to about global age, you're going to be spending almost a year trying to level everything up. It's going to take you forever. That's not fun. You know, part of the game, the fun in the game is leveling up, getting new units, upgrading your units, trying different things out, researching, doing all kinds of things like that. So play how you want to play. Like, let's say you're super economic, then level up all your economic buildings, maximize with your wonders, go to the library and go to the university and work on all the things that are going to get you better economy if that's how you play. If you like to play defensive, work on getting all your towers, your ballistas, your readouts, anti-air missiles, all those things, and work on those and get those really leveled up before you go to the next stage. It's all about priorities. You know, there's a lot of people in the game that don't level up their farms nearly as high as I have. and mine are like level 12. I've seen people way past where I am that only have them at like level 8 or so, and then they do increase the storage, but they don't level up their farms that much because they get all their loot from attacking, and they're like, that's just a waste of time, waste of money, and they don't produce that much. And there's so many different ways to play, but don't think you have to level everything up before you go to the next age, because you'll see that as you go to more advanced ages, there's just way more going on, and everything basically magnifies. When you're in an early age, you might have 50 things you're working on. When you're in an age like this, you might have over 100 things to work on. It doesn't make sense to go through everything. But play how you like. And then obviously look at YouTube channels, read stuff online. From what I'm hearing, the space age is a really fun age. So I think once I get there, I'm probably going to sit there for a long time, really develop my base, really develop my economy, my attack, my defense. I still haven't maxed out my airstrip. I can still go higher there. I haven't maxed this out either. So I still have a lot of things to work on as is, but it's only going to be even more because now I have more troops. Before you had planes, you didn't have to worry about any of those things, but now I have troops to upgrade. So now I have 3 different troops to upgrade versus before I had 0 in this category. So as you can see, like everything multiplies and magnifies and gets bigger. And yes, you can upgrade everything, but if you're never going to use the bombers, why upgrade the bombers? You could take that time and that money to upgrade your fighters or something else. So prioritize, go at the pace that you feel comfortable with. I remember not skipping, but rushing a couple of ages in the past. And yes, I was the weakest one. Once I got to the next age, I used to get attacked left and right. But I think at that point I switched to Koreans or something. So every time I got attacked, I was getting refunded. So it didn't hurt as bad. And then gradually you might change your gameplay. Maybe you change your nation, or maybe you change your wonders, or maybe you decide, hey, you know what? All of a sudden I'm getting demolished by airplanes. I need to focus on my towers, my anti-air missiles, and things like that. And then you shift your focus that way. And that's the really cool thing about the game is every age adds something a little bit extra. Every level of the university adds something extra. Every level in the library adds something extra. The museum, I've been kind of moving really slowly with that because I'm trying to figure out what it is that I actually want to do, because that's another thing. Everything's expensive. Everything takes a long time. And if you spend in the wrong area and you waste your time and you waste your citizens, that's not good, because then you're going to be just waiting and waiting, and then maybe you didn't need to upgrade that, or maybe there's something else you much rather have been working on. Even clearing forest. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do that now because that's on sale. Those are normally over 6 million. So that's going to take 15 days, which is crazy. That's a long time to wait. I still have another 9 people, which is nice. But yeah, everything just takes forever. So just prioritize. Think of what you like. If you want to play a little quicker, play a little quicker. Skip ahead. If you want to get medals, then focus on your medals and see where your weaknesses are by rewatching your battles and see, oh, wow, I keep getting defeated. What is defeating me? Oh, maybe all the planes are defeating me. I can't stop them. Or maybe all the tanks are defeating you. You can't stop them. You're always customizing things. You don't have to redo your whole base, but maybe move one tower from one place and to another. And, it's a really fun game. Like, it's always going to be evolving. It's always going to be changing. You're not going to play the game the exact same way that you did the first 3 ages, as you are later in the game, as you are in the end of the game. Like, it's always going to evolve. And, before heavy tanks, there were completely different strategies. Once the heavy tanks came out, that changed the strategy. The commandos changed the strategy. And the air units completely changed the strategy. Once I was getting overrun by planes, I was like, there's nothing I can do. And that's when you start saying, hey, I got to do something about that because I'm getting destroyed. So, yeah. So I would say don't worry about upgrading every little thing all the way to the max. You're going to be upgrading things throughout the whole game. That's never going to stop. So no reason to rush things that aren't important. But yeah, that was all. It wasn't anything crazy. Um, let's see. The Alliance, yeah, we still got 8 of us here. Yeah, people have been playing. Good. And yeah, we're still looking for some more people. If we can get some more, we can start doing World Wars, which would be nice. But yeah, you can check us out. And these things are great. You do get a free thing once a day. There's a bunch of different things here. Um, and there's these things here. Claim period ends in a day and 5 hours. So I'm going to start working on that a little bit more. The goals usually are pretty reasonable, so you can start going through those. Then there's achievements. Some of them are going to take a little longer. So, and then you have the daily rewards, which I definitely recommend doing every day. Um, these are fantastic. Before these were out a few years back, crowns were super difficult to come by, and the other things, the boosts and everything, were took forever to come by. So definitely some good quality of life type things, and play how you like to play. Don't let anybody tell you you have to play it this way, or you're playing silly playing it this way. Just play how you like. And then if you have any questions below about, maybe what you should focus on next, or anything, you can post it below. Thanks.